Everyone. So this morning I have assigned to discuss the Philippines qualifications framework. But before that, I will define first what is qualifications. So when we say qualifications, it is the recognition and proof na nakapasar ka na program na imong ikuha or na study na imong hangi isa diha. So like gusto ka imong makuha ni. So imong makuha ni kay certificate. So imong diploma or imong degree holder ka. So mo siya qualifications. So ano ang type qualifications under the Philippines qualifications framework. Para ang akong trabaho sa akong diploma program mag-align siya or i-match siya sa akong future na kuwaon na trabaho. So mo siya ang sa qualification. So for example, ang imong here in the program na education. So iba itong course is education. So of course, kung mahuman-ali kadawat ng taog o degree holder. So makakuan-ali, human-ali is kung mag-apply kang trabaho, puhon is i-match siya, pinagyaring PQF, i-match siya, dapat kung usa akong isa nilang history, maupod ang ato ang job o kuwaon sa puhon or sa future. So, next. Okay, so what is Philippines Qualifications Framework? So, the PQF is a reference system of national standards of what qualification one has earned by education and training in the Philippines. So, when you say PQF, it is the national standard qualifications that recognize the qualifications earned through education. So it specifies what an individual must learn in and out of formal schooling or lifelong learning based on qualification, levels, and degree of competences on knowledge, skills, applications, values, and degree of independence. So, ano siya ang nakitong na-learn sa individual. Pinaagyan mo na-learn sa individual. It's either on siya, formal or non-formal schooling. So when we say formal schooling, ano siya, nag-school ka grade 1 to grade 12, then i-continue mo to college. So when we say non-formal schooling also, ano siya, non-formal schooling is dato siya ni padayon o TESDA mga vocational na so ano siya. So basic qualification levels and degree of competences na ang ilang dapat apply is ang knowledge, skills, applications, values, and degree of independence sa sulutan na pag-study nila. So that is the qualifications framework. So next, a person is being qualified if he or she achieves the specific learning outcomes necessary for the academic, work, and community requirements for which an official qualification resignation shall be conferred. So of course, dili ka ma-qualify kung wala kay proof or recognition or certificate na makuha sa kung wala siya, wala kay dili ka makuha ato kung wala kay na hibala o namutlo ato ang mga is kumilahan. So kinsa may nagpaluyo ang PQF. So the PQF program is the PQF or the Philippines Qualification Framework is a collaborative program by CHED, DepEd, TESDA, PRC, and TESDA. So, ano siya ang nagpaluyo sa PQF? So, as you can see, this is the framework of the Philippine qualification. So, there is a level, level is of course the level 1 is the most lowest scale until level 8. So, na-check on the 8, basic education, technical education and skills development, diploma in C1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 higher education, the baccalaureate, post-baccalaureate, and so, there is also good sa level 1, which is the NC1. So, saan na siya NC1? Gagawin siya grade 10 students na sa. And then, the grade sa level 2, we have NC2. Kani siya level 2, kani siya ang grade 12 students. Kani siya ang sa grade 12. So, level 3, NC3. So, kani siya NC3 kay kani siya regarding to grade 12, and then, hindi pa tayo kaog TESDA. So, ano siya na-appeal dito sa NC3. So, kani NC3, magbuhat na rin na kay paano ka, manang ikaw, kung manarbaho na ka sa NC3, kung magbuha ka o certificate sa NC3, kung makatrabaho na ka, dili na ka kinahanglan o tao na mag-wonder sa imo kay kabalo na ka na nakay degree of independence. Na kabalo ka kay kung isa ang imong buhatan. For example, welder imong gibuhat. So of course, kung naluoy pa mo kung nakay NC3 man ako, of course, na nakay degree of independence na dili na kinahanglan nga step by step na ay matulog sa imo. So ang imong buhatan na ikaw na kabalo na ka kung saan pag-unan na kung saan pag-welding ana. So mo na siya ang NC3. So let's proceed to the level 4, which is the NC4. So the NC4 is higher from the NC3. So the NC4, ang bakit sa NC4, dahil dili siya kanang siya magluto. Ang trabaho nga makabot na kay NC4 na naabot or naka NC4 na certificate ka nakuha, ang iyong buhaton na ay mamahimo, kuan ka, pwede ka mahimo leader sa inyong team, sa inyong mag-welder, sa inyong job. Pwede ka manage sa ilaha. So, muna siya bagang sa inyong C4. So, there is a level 5, muna siya ang diploma nga imong nakabot. So, taas na din siya. So, there is a level 6, which are the higher education. So, first we have the baccalaureate. So, when we say baccalaureate, education. So, of course, if makuha natin siya ng degree, or mga 4th year, mga eskwela sa 4th year. So, sa baccalaureate degree, ay gitawag ka o baccalaureate. Kung after naman nato ang course or program. So, dito na bilog sa baccalaureate. And next, we have the post-baccalaureate. So, we don't say post-baccalaureate. So, education yung ikuha sa graduate ka, baccalaureate yung level. So, dito sa post-baccalaureate, kung nag-proceed ka o masteral, mga siya ginagawa, dito na bilog sa post-baccalaureate. Sa level 8, doctoral and post-doctoral. So, of course, if mag-on ka sa masteral, sa on ka kung masteral ka, post-baccalaureate. So, kung mag-proceed na ka para doctoral, dili na ka sa level 8. There is a higher education, doctoral, and post-doctoral. So, next, levels and competency descriptions required for each level for basic and higher education levels. So, there are domains. So, the domains, muna siya ang dapat na makabot na ito, isip ko sa estudyante or isip ko sa sulod na So, first, we have the knowledge, skills, and values. So, the PQF1. So, when we say PQF1, improvement qualifications framework 1. So, after that, we have the grade 12. So, the grade 12, kung saan ay ilang dapat ma-acquire na. So, possess functional knowledge across range of learning areas and technical skills such as interior drafts with advanced competencies in communication, scientific, critical and creative thinking, and use of technology. So, secondly, lang acquired, you have the understanding of right or wrong, world history and cultural heritage, the deep respect of self and others. So, next we have the P2F6. So, under the P2F6, we have the baccalaureate degree. So, the baccalaureate degree dapat kailangan ma-attain ang possess broad and coherent knowledge in the field of discipline or profession. So, of course, kung education na dito yung mga discipline, knowledge and yung mga apply. So, this is a P2F7, the master's degree, possess broad and deep knowledge in the field of discipline or profession. So, the PQF7 is higher than the PQF6. So, what the PQF7 dapat na siya mas taas na learning, not ma-attain. So, next we have the P2F8. The bilong and doctoral and postdoctoral degree. So, what I'm talking about to generate new knowledge, skills, with established knowledge in the discipline or profession. So, mas bukan pa siya din sa master's degree kung pala din sa doctoral and postdoctoral degree. So, let's proceed to the application. So, application kung so pinapag-apply nila in their job na or sa real life na situation na naging sa field. So, first we have apply. So, under the PQF1, so the grade 12, so apply functional knowledge, technical skills, and values in academic and real life situations through sound reasoning, informed decision making, and judicious of success. So, next we have the baccalaureate degree. So, apply knowledge, skills, and values in professional work. The master's degree, apply deep knowledge, skills, and values in the professional world and research. And the doctoral degree, we have the apply in professional work and research as a leader or initiator. So, the degree of yun alay mo i-check bitaw kung unsa ang imong progress na sa imong gibuhat. And then sa diri sa baccalaureate work independently alone or in teams. So of course diri mag-work na ka kanang ikaw ra or mag-collaborate ka sa uban. So diri sa master's degree work independently na ka without team ikaw na lang yun isa. So diri sa doctoral degree, highly independent in work, initiate and lead and initiate. So mas bugat ang buhat sa doctoral degree kontra diri sa uban sa master's and sa baccalaureate degree. So next, in 2012, DepEd issued Department Order Number 73, which contained 12 grading system. It is known as the TPUP grading system. It stands for, the K stands for knowledge, the P stands for process, the U stands for understanding, and the P stands for performance. So muna siya ang grading system in K-12. Nag-i-issue sa DepEd Order Number 73. So, for further understanding, let us look at how the PPUP is calibrated in the different levels, with level 1 as the lowest and level 4 as the higher level, for use in formative assessment. So, learning level, the level 1. So, of course, the level 1 is the lowest level. So, description of learning outcomes, so knowledge. So, the knowledge may not dapat factual knowledge, conceptual knowledge, procedural knowledge, and metacognition. Kung siya ang knowledge ng mga things sa level 1. Dito sa learning outcomes. So, sample guide questions. What do you want the students to know in terms of facts, concepts, procedure, and multiple thinking? So, example na, parts of the body. The parts of the body is sky blue, how to dissect a frog, describe an item. So, of course, there is a level 1, mas sayo pa siya. There is a parts of the body lang, kanang-kanang lang yung himikan. Is the sky blue in pag yes, oral siya, and there is a learning level 1 sa knowledge. So, next is procedure. Level 2. So, the level 2 is higher than the level 1. So, the processes. So, muna siya ang description of learning outcomes. So, sa level 2, we have the processes. Skills that the students use based on facts and information for making meaning and understanding. So, sample question. What do you want your sample? What do you want your students to do with that you know? So, example, dissect a frog and identify the different major body parts. So, of course, sa first level is muna how to dissect a frog. Mura step-by-step or procedural method on how to dissect a frog. But there is a processes is dissect a frog and i-identify mo mas kuan siya na kung tawag mo ito i-identify mo kung sa major body parts ng frog. So that is what we call the processes. So next we have the level 3. Of course, the level 3 is higher than the level 2 and the level 1. So the level 3 is understanding. So making read ideas and concepts. So what do you want students to understand? How do the elements of weather interact to produce climate change? So this is a understanding of the emotionally the understanding mo how the elements of weather interact to produce climate change. So next we have the level 4. So the product or the performance, it is the outcomes of the students na ilang dapat ma-produce after the subject or after the end of the lesson. So the products or the material or performance, oral, visual, or it's either oral, visual, or reading or project are evidence of learning. So muna siya ang product. Dapat after that lesson, na sila mga bata or lang mga estudyante ma-produce product or performance based on how na understand so does your portfolio display evidence to show learning outcomes achieved? Can you create one app play to show show the principles of dramatization, how research paper can be undergo of the conservation of indigenous plants. So, mga na siya, mas inakuan siya, mas ako siya o ano ito, mas ako siya o dala sa akong kasa, mas ako siya o outcomes dapat na ma-achieve ito para sa umat, sa knowledge, sa understanding, and sa ay sa processes.
Next, assessment is method of learning outcomes. Knowledge process understanding or theory knowledge process and understanding or learning outcomes. So, students will show so ang mga estudyante ay makipagkita nila ang kanilang mga kaalaman at achieve several gains to the particular knowledge of achieve the learning outcomes. So, if you are learning outcomes, ito yung mga estudyante ko saan ay papakita nila kung ano ang kanilang na-acquire na mga knowledge at ma-apply nila ang kanilang mga natutunan or maipakita. For example, is create or differentiate, illustrate muna sa ma-apply nila ang kanilang natutunan. At ibigyan mas malalim na pag-unawa at may-relate ito sa pang-araw-araw na buhay. So there are 3 types of learning outcomes and from the different levels can be assessed in many ways with the use of appropriate tools. So types of tests to measure knowledge, process, and understanding. So number 1 is objective test. Diba, ang objective test, so si objective, diba, ito ang psychomotor, right? Affected psychomotor. So ito siya ang test that require only one word answer. It is difficult to construct but easy to check. So sa types of testing analysis, so number 1 is paper and pencil test. So by the name itself, it is written on paper and it requires pencil or lapis para sa mga box so that. However, in modern times, ang pencil and paper test can also be translated on electronic version, which means the test is paperless. It is also a test that measures what learners know or sa pain ng tangay na mga matunan. Next is simple recall. This is the most common tool to measure knowledge. There are varieties of simple recall tests. So, this is the most common tool to measure knowledge. Why? Because it ignites their mind to think critically. And mas magpasok sa bilang utok ba to familiarize, memorize, or even recall. So there are varieties of simple recall tests include so fill in the blanks, enumeration, identification, and simple recall. Next is alternative response test. This is the type of paper and pencil test where no options or choices are provided. The items can be stated in the question or stated before. So, for example, is a true or false. True or false, the Philippine population has reached 1 million is a true or false. And next is the yes or no example. Has the Philippine population reached 1 million? Yes or no? Next is the multiple choice test. This is the type of identified as the most versatile test. Why? Because it can measure a variety of learning outcomes. It consists of a problem and a list of suggested solutions. So, STEM is mo siya ang kanang questions or incomplete statement. Next is the list of solutions in words, numbers, or symbols or phrases are called the alternatives, options, or choices. There should be 3 to 5 options or kapilian kada item. The correct alternative is called the answers, while the remaining options or choices are called distractors, or defaults. Some multiple choice items are presented with a stimulus material. So there should be 3 to 5 correct answer to that. Other alternatives are very wrong and only one is correct answer. Direct questions or conclusion in the sentence. Examples. Example, this is the example this is this is the choices Vietnam, Malaysia, Korea, Philippines. And the answer of this is the Korea. And the answer mo na siya, distractors or mga decoys. So next is matching type test. So matching type test is useful in measuring factual information as well as relationship between things, ideas, or concepts. It reduces guessing to the minimum as compared to alternative response tests. Some of the relations that can be matched are found in the matrix system. So, example is so persons, achievements, dates, historical events, or example is the history of the Philippines, the terms, definitions, parts of body, or examples that functions near the machines, or example gamit sa machines, diseases, mga sakit, kung sa cause sa mga sakit. Perfect matching. The number of notices in column A is less than the number of responses in column B. The response can only be used once. So Zeria is mas less ang column A kaysa column B, and responses gamit mo lang siya sa. So, as you can see, mas gamay ang premises kaysa responses. Tapos, ulit again. So, these are the examples of perfect matching type. So, as you can see, mas gamay ang premises or column A sa responses or sa column B. Tapos, ang answer, for example, sa number 1, remote machine side, the answer is letter C. Tapos, number 2, letter B, person, number 8. Tapos, ang isa, ano na siya, distractor or decoys. So, next is imperfect matching type. The number of premises in column A is not equal to the number of responses in column B. Or the other way around, the responses or the premises can be used more than once. So, mas really equal. So, ganun ang column A sa column B. And karon is mas daghan ang column A sa column B. And sa theory is naay mga responses or mga answers na pwede na ito ibalik more than one. Next is subjective test. Learning outcomes which indicates learners' ability to originate and express ideas test through objective test. Hence, a subjective type of test answers to reflections, insights, or reflections that the learners or ilang point of view and their opinions through essay. So essay, test items allow students to freedom of response. Students are free to select, relate, and present ideas in their own words. The type of answers will reflect the extent of the learner's knowledge of the subject matter, ability to use alternative skills, and express ideas in an accurate, creative, and appropriate way. So restricted response item. So this is like a responded form of short answer type of the test. Area is not a limitation of content scope of support of students' response. So use code in learning outcomes, interpretation and application of information in a specific area. Next, examples, what are the main body parts of the plant? Describe each part. So, sa response items, so kung saan ipapunta na, for example, mga body parts sa plants mo, ito siya, amin mo ang ansiran, hindi ka pataka o mga answer. What is the one of the most important forecast of the weather? Okay, one paragraph. So there is one paragraph na siya. Limited ang content scope. Next is the extended response item. The students is very free to select any information that they want in response. So, ang extended response items are type of test questions that allow students to write a detailed and well-organized answers. Also requires students to construct a long answer that shows their understanding, reasoning, and creativity, unlike restricted response items. This type tells students express their thoughts freely and quickly. So, unlike sa restricted response items, so sa extended response item, ano siya, pwede freely lang ang mga estudyante na sulat o isang kung sa kataas ng pinasama. Evaluate the significance of the result. Examples, evaluate the significance of the result of national referendum of what can you say about the position of the ISIS, comment on the third year So, motto. Next is type of essay. Definition of this learning outcome. Number one, restricted response test mentioned kanina. So, ability to explain positive relationships. Question requires students to analyze and explain how different factors leads to another. Next is describe application of principle. Question where students need to illustrate how specific principle is applied in a given situation. Formulate valid conclusions. Hindi lang sila mag-imo mga ilang own conclusion but with evidence. So, questions that ask students with drawing logical and supported conclusions based on provided information. Next is enumerate and explain. So, questions that ask students to list and elaborate on specific points or factors related to a topic. So, by the word elaborate, students are tasked to deepen and give deeper meaning of this specific topic that was given to them. Next is explain methods and procedures. Questions that require a detailed description of the process or method, often in a step-by-step manner. So, next is the extended response items. Ability to organize ideas. Question the steps, the student's ability to structure and present thoughts in a coherent and logical manner. Next is integrate learning. Questions that involve combining knowledge from different areas or subjects to form a comprehensive understanding. So your next is design and experiment. Questions that challenge students to create a hypothetical experiment exploiting methodology and expected learning outcomes. Next is, the last is evaluate the work of ideas. Questions that require students to assess the value and implications of different concepts or proposals.
So, karon mo proceed sa assessment tools to measure stress learning, performance, and data. So, this time, feedback can be assessed through performance or product. So, these learning outcomes can be best be done through the use of authentic evaluation. So, authentic evaluation is a test that measures real-life tasks. Like, for example, mga portfolio, mga performance. Like, for example, gana sa tuang demonstration, di ba natin psychomotor? So, muna ikuan na muna tayo of authentic evaluation. Next, the type of authentic evaluation we have the checklist. So, checklist is a tool that consists of a list of qualities that are expected to be observed as present or absent. The presence is to be marked and the absence is marked off. Like, for example, ang checklist mo good, kasagana siya magamit sa mga lower grade, which is the elementary grade. So, ito na matapik ko ganun, after siya, mas appropriate gamiton. So, kaya yung checklist, like for example, na ay, di ba sa COT sa limo, di ba na ay mga part dire, kaya mo ang check-an dire. So, kung ako na-observe, is check-an mo. So, like for example, kaya dili man, ang checklist man, kaya kung na-observe mo, butangan mo check. Tapos, kung wala na-observe, butangan mo wrong. So, like for example, sa microscope, nagamit o tarong sa bata ang microscope, tapos wala mo siya na-observe. So, mo siya, butangan o gagang X, kaya meaning, wala mo siya na-observe. So, that is checklist. Dahil mga list sa mga kabalit sa mga criteria, dili kayo mo ang check pa siya o dili kayo nakita pa mo siya or na-observe mo siya. So, muna yung checklist. Muna but why is like with this word? Wala mo siya na-observe sa isa kakata. Hindi mo siya kung na-observe naman mo siya, mo siya kung saan mo check. So, muna yung checklist. Next is rating scale. So, rating scale is a tool that uses a scale in the number line as a basis to estimate the numerical value of a performance or a product. So, the value is easier to score if the points are in whole numbers. So, the most of the register is called the Likert scale. So, inani o. So, kabantay mo sa COT na to sa okay. How clear purpose. So, ang pinaka-lowest mo ni 1. Tapos, imo na siya i-insert kung na-observe mo siya. Or, for example, pagka atong sa kanang COT ka na sa demonstration, or criteria na itong natin, for example, organization of the lesson plan, 5, 2, 3. So, kung nakita niyo mo ang bata, like, organize kaayo ang iyang words, butangan mo siya o 5. Kung wala, abay kung lang, butangan mo siya 4. So, muna gamit sa rating scale. Bali, i-gamit mo siya from 1 to 10. 10 is the highest and 1 is the lowest. So, muna. Next is the rubrics for portfolio. So, rubrics for portfolio, very common sa tuwa. So, rubrics for portfolio is a compilation of the experiences as authentic learning outcomes presented with evidence and reflections. To assess the total learning experiences is presented in a holistic package. An assessment called a rubric is Itama ni. So, na siya mga rubrics na pwede
sa 4. Kung ako sa 3, kung guided ka through the work. So, paunsan mo siya kanang graduhan. Like for example, creativity, so paunsan na yung graduhan ng creativity. Kanina good learning tricks is makakuan siya, maka-lesson siya o bias when it comes to scoring. Dahil hindi makita dyan yung sinakabali ma-interpret din mo ang work sa bata. So, kung portfolio siya, so pwede hindi mo mukha siya. So, meaning, hindi mo siya makita. Nasa nandito, quality entrance, presentation of entrance, and so, nasa yung mga grado. Next is, so levels of assessment for the levels of learning outcomes. So, levels of assessment for the levels of learning outcomes. So, describe levels of the learning outcomes in terms the knowledge, unsa ang na-learn sa bata, their process or skills, katong kausan nila mabuhat ang ilang na-learn, and then the understanding, kausan nila nasabtan ang isa ka concept or content, and the product of the performance, which is kato, authentic evaluation nito siya, nakanan dito, mapakita sa bata, not just understanding, not in a paperwork, but makuha dyan sa bata ba nga, kanang true applying or kanang performing what we have learned. So, natin nga kabuta, it's so natin nakabot ang levels of learning outcomes assessment. So na ay 3 ka levels, which is the knowledge. So, kung sa may ma-assess sa knowledge, who, what, when, how, why. Ikan sa content or ikan sa concept na inyong itulong. And then, type of assessment, paper, pencil, non-paper, pencil. Diba, the knowledge one. So, kung sa man siya kung paper, like for example, kanang na ay mga items like who is, and then, sa percentage value assessment, mag-consist lamang siya of 15%. And then, sa process and skills, so constructive meaning from knowledge, pato. Performance, diba, nakuha na na siya. Pero may na siya makita in a psychomotor learning objectives. So, iyahang kuan is 25%, and then sa understanding, muna itong explanation, maka-explain ang bata kung sa ilahang learn, maka-interpret sila, and then kanyang kuan, kanyang level of learning outcomes consists of 30%. Next is the pleasing value to assessment result from TIPA component. Debit order number 73 series of 2012 to written work performance task quarterly exams. So, TIPA is still utilized in the grading system. However, it has been slightly modified by the written work performance task and activities. So, quarterly assessment. Dili siya iha, hindi siya apple So, assumptive assessment is composed of written work, so WW, and then performance task, PP. You have potential PP performance task, and quarterly assessment or QA. This will be explained in the previous video. So, written work. So, ang purpose of written work is assess learners' understanding of concepts and application of skills in written form. So, prepare learners for quarterly assessment. So, written work. Like for example, sa kung demonstration is ganang mga evaluation. Yun yung written work na mga kuhan. So, we'll get at the end of the topic or unit, diba? So, written work is for example, so, ano siya, like for example, i-implement mo siya at the end. Alang-alang mag-written work ka before pa lang sa iyong klase, diba? Kung sabay na substance sa bata, kung sabay kinahanglan mo i-assess, diba? Na wala pa man yung i-present ang topic or ang content. So, wala sila na-learn. So, ang written work from God, guys, kuhaan siya, gamit siya para makabalong lang kung saan na-learn sa bata through writing, diba? So, sa kanilang na-learn with the concept or with the topic. Next is performance task or PP. Involves students in the learning process individually or in collaboration with teammates for over a period of time. So, gives students opportunities to demonstrate and integrate their knowledge. Ako na siya ko, performance task is, pero ko siya, kayo. Kanang psychomotor na to, dili na drawing. Diba? Like for example, kanang mag-draw, inana. So, part na siya sa creative and arts items. So, next is quarterly assessment. Synthesize all the learning skills and concepts and values learned in the third quarter once at the end of the quarter. Kabalo mo anak, kabalo. So, kami siya, ang quarterly assessment, mo, hindi ka namin mag-exam ka. Like for example, sa elementary, di ba na-exam? Pero kung naano sa mga, when it comes to elementary, di ba na first grading. So, kanya ang first grading, iipon pa ng ground inyong mga topic na nakuhan. Di ba, muna yung nakatabang na to sa TUS, Table of Specification in Writing a test questionnaire. So, muna. Magamit ng quarterly assessment, kanang ito at the end of the first grading, second grading, bisan kita, di ba natin midterm exam? Muna yung quarterly assessment. So, next is grades at the end of the school year and how these are computed. So, kindergarten, use of, di ba? Mag-ingon mo ninyo kayo na asa magamit permit or appropriate gamiton ang checklist. So, dili. Sa kindergarten, kaya wala pa man sila, di ba? Bigong pa man basic pa ba yung kindergarten ha? Maka-ihap, maka-nanay-nana. So, at the end of the quarter, naka-ihap na ba ang bata? Nana. So, check mo siya. So, muna. Analytical rate words and portfolios are used instead of numerical grades which are based on kindergarten curriculum. So, natin siya sa curriculum na dili nag-grade ta to kapag mo ng A, B, S, O, kata ba? Pass ka na, O, na. Diba sa elementary makita man na to na? And then, sa grade 1 to grade 10, junior high, the average of the quarter grade produce the end of the year grade. So, the general average, ano man ako, di ba nakatay, grado na to. Like, dahil mga subject nila, like, grado na to. Di ba, makukita to siya, talo na to itanan ng mga grado, dahil, which is the sum. Tapos, kung talo na siya tanan, divide na to siya, pila ka buong subject. Sa, di ba? Una yung general average. O, sa ma-compute. So, kana, like, for example, ganit, pila man ka subject 8? 8 ata sa kuan, sa 8 ata sa elementary, 8 or 5, 6, ana. Then, pila man ang grado lang. For example, sa MABI, 95. Then, dire kay 86 na. Total mo na siya, then i-divide mo siya pila ka subject. Wala siya, makuha mo ang general average sa grade 1 to 10. Pero kung naka-apply ng wala ko, kung ano, kung kanina amoy trust issue sa inyong grado, sa inyong general average. So, muna na ang kanang grado sa isa ka bata, school year. Muna na. Next is, grade 11 and grade 12. So, senior high, the average of the quarterly grade produces the semester grade. So, the general average is computed by dividing the sum or all semester final grades by the total number of learning areas and semester grade components. So, like for example, components like more 30%. Lang siya ako na. So, pila naman. So, imo na siya tawag na rin, divide ang sum. So, may sum ani percentage. Tapos, kaya na kasi makuha kasi, naman siya sa second slide. Makuha din mo siya, kay percentage naman ng senior high. Like for example, meron ka na ay rubrics ba sa portfolio. So kung na-perform sa bata, di ba sa kuan kay about na sa those skills. So kung academic skills ka, nang sa second round. Tara. Kung ba na sa word, so per subject, 25%, 25%, so multiply. A total of 100%. So sa written word, 25% yun na siya. And then sa performance task, dapat yun siya. So kaya mga portfolio, mga task na nag-apply dito ka, naghimo ka, hindi lang kayo nag-write ka. Then quarterly assessment, 25%. So total of 50%. So as you can see, mas ako ang 50 ang performance task. So dito sa academic track, kung sa academic track, YUMS. Di ba YUMS? Dili na. Ay, sorry. Dili mo nasa na. Dili na academic track. Ang PPL ka ng PPS, dili ba? Dili mo na siya academic track. YUMS ra. YUMS rin. O, basta ka na. BBM mo. Gana, so kani all other subjects. They work in research. So, dire, gigraduhan siya, dire sa written word subject ay 50% pa niya. Dito sa academic track ay 45% naman. So, lahi-lahi tao, in every track, lahi-lahi tao within system. So, lahi-lahi mong tao sa graduhan, lahi mong tao skills na i-possess. And then, sa work immersion research, so sa ilahan within work, 35%. Then sa ilang performance, 40%. Then sa ilang quarterly, 25%. Gamay lang yung exam, di ba? Gamay lang exam, parihala din. Which is, this is academic track at 30%. And then sa kanin, typical and vocational, o diba, PDL, o livelihood, PDL of sports. So sa all other subjects, 20% ang written work. And then sa performance test, mga portfolio, mga inanan din, 60%. And then sa quarterly assessment, 20% siya. So medyo mubawit dito ka na, paano nga kaya mubawit dito sa aning sa performance. Kaya ako sa percentage nga, nakuha sa inyong graduate. So kung dito ka mga performance, so dapat mag-grado. Pero din isa naman kung di sa kabuhatan, yan 20% kayo, gani, daghan mga assignment, mga quiz, o muna na, 20% lang. Sa work immersion research po, kay 20% ang inyong work. Balira, 60%. Kaya kanina mag-pinig, skills man dyan kayo, okay, kanina, for example, sa mga tibian sa una, nag-immersion ni, kay Maluko, nagkagaling kumikanan sa amin, naninda, o sa kung sa tingnan na, sumasdak ko sa kapoy, kaya, kaya, sa overall na sa work ko sa takeaway reflection. Reporting sa grades by quarter semester and recommendation of the numerical values for all subject areas is based on the minimum initial grade of 60 plus muted. Ito ang equivalent of 75 in the report card. 75% kaya ang pasarba. Dayon, the numerical grades are described in the different levels of proficiency in the different competencies in the subject areas. Ito ganito na pila ka percent. So, lahat niyo, level of special advanced percent. Okay, beginning, below or up to 74, diba? Bagsak naman ka. So, 75 gani kayo, basta marami pa kayo sa gobyerno. Muna developing, muna na sa reading skill based on some skill value. So, 90% and above, 90 to 100%, 100 naman po. Meaning, advanced ka na learner. And then, to progression, 85% to 89. And then, approaching proficiency, 80 to 80. Mga nagyapon dun sa opera sa kuwa sa grading system na to sa college, 1.5. Diba na ay, kung 1.5, pila ba na siya? 90 or 91 up to pila ba